What's up? You're in the Beat Sessions. I'm your host, Mitchell Weary. We are looking at the brand new record from Doja Cat entitled Planet Her, which she released on June 25th. This is her third studio album. It is her follow up to 2019's Hot Pink. And I have been putting this review off for a couple of days now because I don't want to do it because I'm so bummed about this record. It's not that it's bad, it's good, it's solid. And maybe my expectations were too lofty. I don't know. I just feel that she's such a talented artist and there's so much potential there that wasn't realized on her first two records. And I think there's something going on here as far as the way she came up in music, you know, coming up in social media platforms like TikTok, making waves that way, releasing singles that correspond with videos. I don't necessarily know if building an album is her avenue of artistic creativity at the moment anyway, which is fine. And I think that this album, a lot of overproduction. I mean, especially in the percussion and in the rhythm section. I think the bass is just immensely overproduced throughout this thing to the point where it really distracts from a lot of other great fun musical elements and from her voice as well, which is solid on this record. Doja Cat's incorporating a lot of fun different styles on this album. She's very playful and does a marvelous job of just seamlessly incorporating pop, reggaeton, there's Afrobeat, there's R&B, hip hop, you name it. I mean, lead single "Kiss Me More" featuring SZA is definitely like a disco funk track. But again, like you look at the bass in that song, and it's one of the few tracks where you actually get a little personality. I mean, that bass riff doesn't go full on disco, but it pops just a little bit enough to give the song, some type of character, some type of personality, to where the first four songs on this record, Woman, Naked, Payday, Get Into You. Get Into It, Yeah, is probably my favorite track on the record. I really dig that song. I think it just got a really good vibe to it, really upbeat and catchy, great to dance to. And the other three tracks to open this thing up, again, I really like the reggaeton, the Afrobeat influence, hip hop. She's really covering her bases on these first four tracks, and a lot of people are arguing that it seems forced, it seems contrived. And maybe it's not the most creative stuff that she could have maybe done messing around with these genres, but they're solid tracks. But as you get into the middle of this thing, that's where the overproduction with the bass really becomes a problem for me. And the thing about it is that she doesn't bother to like play around with any type of instrumentation with regards to that. And the thing about it is that these tracks, as far as that bass, they sound like they're ready to go for the club. This bass hits like it's going to just reverberate through your whole body while you're dancing in a club at night, and that's totally cool. But this day and age, you can just let DJs do that. Let DJs remix your music, do something different, do something fun, play with the genre a little bit. Big trap influence on this record, and I love that. I've always just loved the style, messing with the hi-hat. There's more to, I feel like, to grow on as far as that influence in this record. There's more that she could have played with creatively. I think that she has a lot of potential, and this record feels safe, which is unfortunate. It sounds really good for the most part. Again, that bass overproduction throughout the middle of the record, and just the mundane character of it. I mean, really, it all sounds the same through all of those tracks. Like the solid like 8 tracks in the middle of this record pretty much just have this same bass tone that becomes very monotonous. Just very cumbersome to listen to. And I'm really sad. Like her other two records, there's a lot of good stuff on this record. There are tracks that are hitting really well. Again, Get Into It, Yeah. Marvelous track. I really like the song Love to Dream. And the hit single Kiss Me More is definitely going to be in the club all summer. It's a great song. It's got a great vibe. But there's just a lot here that she's just missing on, and it bums me out. I'm really disappointed to have to pass on this record because I've listened to it like 4 times now, and it hasn't grown on me. Nothing's catching me, and I don't think that. I think these songs are produced for now. I don't think this is a record that's going to hold up and stand the test of time. I think it's very ephemeral, and it's unfortunate. I hope in the future she like backs up on all the production influence, because there's a lot of people that helped produce this record. She started off just kind of doing her own thing. It'd be cool to to see her just go off on her own on her next record and see what she can do, because I honestly think she would benefit from it. I think we could get a really cool creative project that embodies all the stuff that's going on here, but that really could capture, her unique songwriting capabilities. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you find this review helpful. Hope you enjoy listening to this album as well. There's a lot of bonus tracks on this thing as well if you want to check those out. Please like this video, share it, subscribe to my channel, check out the live show on Sunday nights. We'll see you next time on the Beat Sessions.